over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
My friends and I came up with this theory today that I need to share with you guys because I need to hear your thoughts. We are convinced that there are two types of girls. You are either a girl that is approached or you are a girl that is not approached. We were talking it through because we were laughing about how when we go out with certain ones of our friends, they get approached to by dozens of guys in a night. And then there's another group of us that just like simply do not get approached. If we end up talking to a guy, it's usually something like mutual or we bump into each other or it's just not, we're not approached. We were just racking through our brains being like, why do some of our friends get approached and some of us don't? And we ended up just talking it all out and being like, I think some of our friends just give off this aura. Like they have an aura. I don't know if like attracts people, but we are so curious as to why. Like in my couple of years of going out, hitting the town, I'm just not an approached woman. I do not take it as an offense. I don't take it as a hit to the ego, but I need to hear your opinions because we really are convinced. You are either an approachable girl or you are an unapproachable girl. And if you're watching this, you know exactly what category you fall into.
If you know that you are a good-looking woman, you are ambitious, you have a good personality, you're very charismatic, and you've been taught that men should pursue you and initiate a relationship with you, you should wait for men to do that, but they don't really do that with you, and you're kind of confused because deep down you know you're a catch. And the men that do, they're very far from what you like in a man. Then you're not crazy. You might be a manifestor in human design. And if you're not familiar with human design, know that your strategy in life is to initiate and inform. So literally, what you've been designed to do in your life is initiate things, even romantic relationships. So that urge that you feel when you meet a man that you actually like, but he just doesn't come and initiate anything with you, is because you are meant to initiate. And I know that it feels good, like the idea of being pursued makes you feel good. But what happens when a man pursues you? Don't tell me that you like it, because somehow you never like that man. You never like the man that pursues you, do you? You are meant to initiate. And that doesn't mean that you have to step out of your feminine, because I really truly believe in the feminine masculine energy dynamic, but both things can still be true. As a manifestor, you're not meant to wait for opportunities to come to you. You're meant to build opportunities. You are the opportunity. You literally are the opportunity. You're not crazy. You could be a manifestor.
Yo, I used to be so sad because I used to be like, why doesn't guys approach me? I look great. Why don't guys approach me? But then God reminded me that I prayed that prayer when I said, if anything is unlike you, remove it. And he had to show me that that prayer doesn't only go for the people that are in my life, but the people that are also coming into my life. So really, God isn't allowing people to come into my life that are going to use me, that are going to hurt me, or that simply just aren't like him. It's a little boring, but y'all, it's so peaceful. Y'all hear that? Silence.
I just got home from the halal goods market and no males approached me asking for my hand in marriage. Is it because my ankles are showing, Mohammed? Like,
you know, I saw this post on Reddit a couple of days ago, and it was on a dating subreddit, and it essentially asked, would you date yourself? And a lot of people were saying like, no. My immediate thought, and I commented this, I was like, yes, I'm a catch. And I have always said I would make an amazing girlfriend and an amazing wife. Not a mother, because I don't want kids. I'm kids. But I don't know, something just kind of hit me today. And I don't know if it's just like my mind overthinking a little bit or whatever. But it's like, yes, I would date myself because I recognize I have all of these great qualities that make me a really great partner, right? But if I truly was so great, if I truly was a catch, then wouldn't I be in a relationship? Is that dumb for me to think? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I was a great catch, someone would have caught me by now. Someone would have been able to see those amazing traits and qualities about me and would be like, I want to be with her. Instead, I've been single for years. Maybe I'm the delusional one. Maybe, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Am I being dumb? Like, is this not a crazy line of thinking? Please tell me.
If you're waiting on him to approach you, you might be waiting there forever. Here's why. It takes 27 cues for you to give a man, for him to understand you are interested in him. The man does not understand that you just gave him eye contact and that you are interested in him and want him to come talk to you. He might think you're looking for the waiter or you're looking around for your boyfriend. Here's what you need to do. When you see a guy, first, you want to give the eye contact 3 seconds at least. Then, whenever you turn around again, you want to give him the eye contact with a nice little smile. Then number 3, this is the last one, and I guarantee you he will definitely come approach you. When you give him the last look, you want to stare at him, give him a smile, and then wave. Or you can wave him over like this. He's gonna understand, oh, she's looking at me. And it's really hard out there for men nowadays because women are constantly bashing them and making them seem like freaks and perverts all the time. So a lot of men don't feel comfortable approaching women, especially at the gym or even at the bar or at a restaurant. So you got to be a little bit more open. Definitely take the lead on this one. And then when he comes and approaches you and talks with you, let him take the lead.
The rise of feminine men has led to masculine women. Let me explain. When men don't approach women in public places like coffee shops, it forces women to drop into one of 2 roles. The first role is she's just going to sit there and she's going to succumb to her singledom because she doesn't want to be the man and approach you if she thinks you may potentially be interested in her. The second role is her stepping into the role that the guy is usually supposed to, her asking you out. And this is definitely happening more. I see more women asking out more men than ever before in my friend groups and clients, etc. But the thing is, men, that women don't want to ask you out because courtship and approaching are typically things that gentlemen do. And the worst thing that you can do as a guy is force a woman to act like a man.
What's up with men? I don't know. I wanted to ask you, men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore? Maybe we should have a man on and ask him what that's like. Why don't they do that?
A dating expert.
Is there a dating expert man that would like to come on this podcast?
You're a single man in the gym and you have a gym crush. This is your sign to go talk to them because please, for the love of God, I am so sick of making eyes with men and doing the stupid little look at you, look away, make eye contact, look away, look for them in the gym. Just come talk to me. It's not that hard. Put on your big boy pants, tell her she's pretty, tell her she's strong, offer to spot her, make a joke, I don't care, just figure it out.
Dating is hard as a single woman. It is awful. It's honestly worse than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. What?
It was easier being single at 19 than it is as a 25-year-old.
That's fucking crazy. Wait, why though?
I feel like guys used to have so much confidence and they'd approach you. Like, I don't know, when you're younger, it's just so much easier. I
They
feel
haven't
like
been rejected as much.
Yeah. And now I'll go out and I'm like, woo, I'm going to get some attention tonight. And no one speaks to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I the most hideous human in the world?
No.
Me and Cass always speak about this though. Like,
the bar is in hell.
We've spoken about this a lot of times, and it seems like it's an issue that's getting more and more traction. Like, it's not actually getting solved.
Oh, I'm back. I just been on vacation and on PTO, but I'm about to call y'all out. I'm about to call y'all out on something. Y'all remember when I made that man versus bear? And the girls were so upset when I said that y'all could be trapped in the woods with the bear and you got a better chance of the bear trying to holler at you, and that when you go out, men don't be trying to talk to you. You remember how all of y'all was stitching me and telling me about how y'all get dudes and how dare I question that dudes be coming up to you and trying to holler at you and shooting they shot at you. Yet there's a video going around right now that's going viral about a pretty girl who talking about how she don't get hollered at when she go out. How dudes don't try to talk to her. And then you got multiple pretty girls stitching the video and talking about how dudes don't approach them either when they go out. But I was lying. Though, right? When y'all was making all them videos, I hope y'all still got it on y'all page where y'all was making all of these responses to me and telling you about how all these dudes be beating your door down to harass you every time you go out. Yet, y'all online now complaining because dudes don't, in actuality, be bothering you when you go out. Yet you do sometimes be wanting dudes to say something to you when you be out, but they don't. Right? Y'all, that's the reason why I say the stuff I do about y'all. That's the reason why I go on PTO and I take breaks from this app. Because y'all just be saying anything. Right? You just be wanting to be mad. Because the stuff don't be a lie. The stuff be the truth that you don't want to face. When I said that the dudes don't be bothering you when you go out, I wasn't implying that y'all wasn't attractive girls. I wasn't implying it was because you was not cute. I was telling the truth. Most of y'all are not getting harassed when you go outside. You're not even getting asked for your number. And it don't got nothing to do with your looks or anything else. The dudes just ain't doing it no more. And can you really blame them? All y'all do is get online and bash men 24/7 and talk about how horrible they are, and then turn around and wonder why don't nobody want to say nothing to you when you be out. Be for real.
Kim, feed him, leave him alone. You guys are actually crying because men don't approach you anymore. Do you want to know why they don't approach you anymore, Karen? Because if they approach you, he's a predator. And if he hits on you, oh my God, SA. Not to mention the fact that you guys catfish yourselves with 20 pounds of fucking makeup and your personality. So when he actually feels something, you show your fucking things and your psycho side. The amount of false accusations where pro basketball players and just random men in general have actually had their lives ruined because of shit like this, with the false fucking claims, that is why men are not approaching you. That is why men are not talking to you. It has nothing to do with your looks per se. You can be the most beautiful girl in the room and they would probably be dying to talk to you. And then they're going through a list in their head of everything you could do to fucking ruin their lives. And the last thing they need over their head is to be accused of shit that they didn't do. That is why they are not approaching you. Do better.
Boys don't ask you out anymore. What they do is they look at you from across the room and they'll be like, huh, she's pretty. I bet that's my wife. And then they just like take out their phone and watch basketball clips on YouTube Shorts. They're just like, oh, nice. And I think that's why the birth rate is dropping, honestly.
Hi guys, this is for 30-year-old women who are Christian and still single. I'll start by saying this. I turned 30 last year. I'm going to be 31 this fall. I have never been asked out on a date in my life, and I mean that. Never. I've never been approached by a guy. I've never had a man show interest in me. And I would never have admitted to that a couple years ago. I was ashamed and embarrassed about that. I was like, oh, it's because I'm stupid maybe, or, you know, I'm not attractive, or all these things. Like, I thought it was a deficiency in me. But I have been hearing from other women the exact same thing, especially Christian women, where it's like, you know, no one, you know, I'm 27, I'm 28, I've never been asked out. And so I think there's a problem on both sides. I think that women get blamed a lot, where people will say, you know, you whored yourself in your 20s, and, you know, you cared about your career and you did all these things to keep men away from you. And I think I never did any of that stuff. And I know a lot of other women who didn't do that stuff. And they're just, men aren't asking women out maybe. I don't know. I do put myself out there, and I know other women who put themselves out there. You know, we'll get all cute. We'll go to the tea shops. We're very open to having conversations with strangers. And, you know, we do a lot of things in hopes that someone will just walk up to us and say, hey, you know, here's my number or whatever. However that works, I don't know. And there's not a lot of men doing that. And I will make some more videos. I have stories and stuff I'd like to share. But anyways, I hope it's an encouragement to those who are like me, because I didn't see any videos like this a year ago, and that would have been really helpful. So that's why I'm putting this out there. Don't be embarrassed. Jesus loves you, and I don't know, maybe we can fix this or talk about how we can fix it.